Hey guys, Billie Jenkins here for Silver Creek Doodles. Today, Katie and Finn's puppies are 2 weeks old. So Katie and Finn's puppies are 2 weeks old, and today we are going to do the scent Leather for their early scent introduction. We're going to continue to show you the early neurological stimulation. The puppies are doing great. We're also going to weigh them when we get them out because I haven't done that yet, and no deworming yet because that's in a week, but just to show them off, show how precious they are. I had 2 buyers yesterday. 2 people put deposits down on this litter. So we have 3 puppies reserved out of this litter. So Miss Red, obviously, she's reserved. And then we have first pick of females and first pick of males. So the one for the females do have like the look that they're looking for out of 2 different puppies. They're gonna come after the puppies are 6 weeks old and go to the vet and pick their puppy. They want to be able to pick the puppy out per temperament, which that's what I stress to do because temperament is over everything. So we've got some really fun stuff. We've got the girls and the boys, and with there being 12, you know, we've got lots of options. So if you're interested, let me know, but let's go ahead, get into the puppies, and we will start with Miss Pink. All right, so first is Miss Pink. So eyes are opening. Is she not so cute? So her coat is really nice. You can see it's multicolor. Looks like she's got highlights. This means that her coat will darken. But she is adorable. So she does have the white on the top of her head. That will actually grow out. The kind of dusting on the top of her nose, I don't know yet. And then she does have a little bit of a white chin. Then we've got some little bit on the back of our feet. But that's really it. She doesn't have much. She's just a nice dark girl. And like I've said in some of our other videos, this light behind the camera actually kind of fades them out just a little. Oh, they're so cute. Look at them eyeballs. All right, let me get her weight really quick. 1 pound, 5 ounces. Let's see what she thinks of the smell of leather. Well, she's not exactly pulling away. She did do that one turn, but I don't think that she smelled it yet. But once she smelled it, she just kind of stayed there. So no, I think that it was neutral. I know. All right, so up. And I've had so many people ask, like, why are we turning them upside down? And why are we doing all of this? And it's to stress the puppy. And I know it's like, well, why do you want to stress the puppy? But it's to have them use their brains. You know, it's supposed to help strengthen their immune system. You know, there's lots of moving, just like this, you know, touching the feet. You know, wiping them down. We just have a lot of handling, and I know upside down it's like that's no fun, but you know, we want to get them used to it. And you'll see this whole litter of 12 when they're like 4 or 5 weeks old. I can do this. You see her head, how it's fallen, and her feet are relaxing. We want them to be relaxed. So we need to be the handler of our dogs. So this is why we start early. So this is Miss Pink. So next is Mr. Green. So the person who just put a deposit down on the first pick of the males, this is actually one of their top 2, but things change. You know, she does want actually all of the 6 boys, which kind of sometimes is, you know, not exactly the funnest part at puppy pick when you've got 6 to pick from. But, you know, I do want her to have some options. So she's gonna be able to pick between all 6 puppies. So I'm not even really gonna note on, you know, public wise that this is one of her favorites because it can change. But he's got quite a bit of white. Let's see what he thinks about the leather. He's one of my bigger boys. He's actually he's smelling, you know, and going towards it a little bit. So I'm gonna say that was a positive. Let me get his weight really quick. He's a a cutie though. 1 pound, 12.8 ounces. All right, so up, down, on our back. Now we're supposed to keep them in these positions for 3 to 5 seconds or until they relax. Thankfully, I've been so blessed to not have really moody puppies. Like I've said before, you know, we want to, you know, keep them calm, we want to keep them fed, and you know, if they're full and warm, a lot of times you can't get much negativity out of puppies if they're warm and full, and lots of handling. All right, so this is Mr. Green. So next is Mr. Blue. So he also has that nice like two-toned color. Actually, Mr. Green did too. It's just his is a little bit lighter, so I didn't talk about it. I should have. But you can kind of see it's two-tone, which is all like highlights. So which means they will darken. We've got nice white markings on our chest, our chin, our back feet. Let's get his weight really quick. 1 pound, 12.1 ounces. Good job, Mr. Blue. All right, let's see what he thinks about the leather. See, that's no reaction. He was definitely smelling it, but just nothing. So that's just neutral. All right, mister. All right, so we're up, down. I know, darling. On our back. And on our belly. You can talk to me if you want to. Rub your feet. They're about due for their nails to be done. You can feel they're a little sharp. Getting there. All right, wipe them down. All right, so there's Mr. Blue. Next is Miss Purple. I think that Miss Purple has a really sweet look to her. So, I mean, it might just be how much white she has on her face, like those dustings. So as that hair grows out, you know, as it grows down, it can be white, you know, on that side. She's got a white chin. She's got a nice coat. It definitely, it doesn't have exactly the highlighted, you know, as the others we have talked about. I do think she will darken some, but not as much as the others, because the others will get pretty dark. You keep turning your head, Miss Pris. She's got a real sweet face though. See how much she weighs. 1 pound, 7.7 ounces. She's been a slow go on her weight gain, but she's gaining. She's doing really well. She does have some white on this back foot, kind of both toes, but not a whole lot on her feet. Let's see what she thinks of the smell of leather. She kind of went towards it. And then she pulled away, so I don't know. I'm gonna say that was a negative because she did pull away a couple times, but she did go towards it the first time. Pretty girl. All right, so let's do her neurological stuff, stimulation. And darling, I got you, don't worry. You're a little fussy today. You've been a little fussy today. Don't be fussy. Rub our feet. And it's okay if they have some fussy days. You know, if I wake them up and they're hungry, or if, you know, they gotta go to the bathroom. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that can make them a little fussy here or there, but everybody has done really good. All right, so this is Miss Purple. Here is Mr. Orange. So my family who has first pick of males, they did want more of the solid. Like I said, more of the solid look. But I asked them, I said, is orange an option for you? I'm gonna get his weight. And they said, yeah, that they didn't want to, you know, they wanted to meet him. 1 pound, 7.8 ounces. They didn't want to, you know, kick him out and not have him as an option in case that he had the best personality for them. But there's a chance he is available. So he's got the tuxedo markings. So pretty much it's just on his face though. His face and his chest. He doesn't have the white feet. He doesn't have the white tip tail. It's just the face. Yeah, what'd you think about that? He's really cute. So he's pulling away, so that's gonna be a negative. All right, so up, down. I know. On her back. See how the head just starts falling backwards? And on her tummy. That's one of the best things that I do like about our dogs is by the time they leave here, you can put them on their back. You know, they're not gonna fight you, you know, and stuff like that. And I do, you know, recommend for my families to continue that type of touching and, you know, all of that just to make sure that they're still used to it by the time that they're an adult. All right, this is Mr. Orange. All right, so here is Yellow Male. He's really cute too. So he's a solid, you know, one of our solid colors. He looks to have a really, almost like a flat red dark coat on his back. But you see on his head how he looks like there's different like highlights, the different colors. So he will darken too. He'll be pretty dark. So he does have that white spot on his chest. Doesn't really count though. You know, that will, you know, kind of disappear. His chin probably will stay. All right, mister. Let me see how much he weighs. 1 pound, 10.4 ounces. I know, mister. So I don't think he really has much of a reaction. He did pull away the first time, but I think he was just moving. What, honey? Are you gonna be my crybaby out of this litter? Don't be a crybaby, you're okay. All right, now let's do the neurological stuff, and he probably won't like that if he's already being fussy. You're all right, darling. Barking. You're okay. Shh. You're alright. I still gotta finish it though. Okay. See, those are cute, but that's... Okay, we're done with this one. We're done with this one. He hasn't been fussy, so I don't know what started that. Maybe I have a different lotion on today. Is it a different smell? right, guys, let's go get him back to Mama because you hear her, now she's upset. This is Mr. Yellow. Don't think this is gonna be his personality though. Just keep a watch on him because, you know, they change. They have days like this. They have days like this. This is Mr. Yellow. Let's go get him back with his mama. Here's Miss Peach. She looks a lot like the one I just had. Pretty girl. She does have a little bit of white, like you can see that back toe. Just a little bit. Got that spot on her chest. Got the spot on her chin. She has the highlight look too. This is Miss Peach. Let me see what she weighs. 1 pound, 6 ounces. Let's see what she thinks about leather. I don't think she really cares. She's not pulling away too much, but she also isn't going towards it. All right, so up, down, on her back. Man, Mr. Yellow told us off, didn't he? Then when I went in to get this girl, Mama, when I shut the door behind her, she was already barking at me like, don't take my babies. You're gonna make them scream. We've got some good mamas though that trust us with their babies. All right, so this is Miss Peach. Next is Miss Lavender. She's another one of our girls that's like a little bit of, like, she's sweet. She looks just really sweet. And like, it could be because of that. You know, the white on her face is why I think that. She's definitely smaller. So like we have purple, you know, and lavender. She's about 5 ounces smaller than purple. But that doesn't mean anything yet. We'll just have to see as she gets a little bit bigger. All right, let's see what she weighs. 1 pound, 3.8 ounces. So see, exactly, I think she was going towards that, so we're gonna put that as a positive. Poor girl was just eating on Mom when I went in there and pulled her off. So I'm surprised she's not being fussy. Good girl. All of these puppies are really good in color though, with darkness. Even the lighter ones that have, you know, and they have those frosted tips, they will get darker. Yellow, I'm gonna have to go snuggle him afterwards. I hate he was so upset this last time. He hadn't been that way. Because we note this stuff, you know, we note if there's any reaction or not, and he hadn't had that yet. All right, this is Miss Lavender. Here's Mr. Brown. So I had said that my first family for Pick Up the Boys, they sent me, you know, a note that their 2 favorites were brown and green. So green was, you know, the second puppy that we did. And it was so funny because they're so different. And I was like, okay, you know, so we'll note it, but they're gonna come and pick, you know, for personality. And I just don't see that as kind of sticking as their favorites. 1 pound, 4.7 ounces. I did just pull him for Mom. He was sucking. But he does have a nice coat. I don't really see much of the highlights. He will get a little bit darker, but not super, super dark like the other ones might get. He's got a white chin, little spot on the chest, but that doesn't matter. Wow, today. Okay. Let's calm you for a second first. Why are y'all being fussy? Alright, let's see. So I'm going to say no reaction to that. Alright, up. Down. You're okay. On our back. Okay, I want you to calm down. On our front. See? That's what happens. You're alright. That's what happens. They do love, if you see when I have ones that are crying, if you put it up against your face, it calms them down. That's why a lot of times I'm always, when I go in there, I'll pick them up and do this, just put them all the way against my face. They like the warmth. All right, so here's Mr. Brown. Next is Mr. Black, and he was headed to Mom. He was actually right up in the pile trying to get to her, poor fella. I don't know why I got halfway through and she wants to get everybody wide awake and want him hungry. All right, let's get his weight really quick. He feels like one of my smaller boys. 1 pound, 3.8 ounces. What do you think, Mr. Black? Are you gonna be fussy like our other 2 boys that we've seen? All right, he's pushing away, so that is a negative. All right, let's see how Mr. Black does. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Good job. You did a good job. Now I'm a little shy. I usually don't have nobody's fussy. We've had 2 fussies today. 2 of them. All right, so here's Mr. Black. Here's our second to last, and this is Miss White. So my family that put the deposit down for the first pick of the females after, you know, Miss Red being reserved. This was the one they wanted to put the deposit down on. And, you know, I wanted to make sure that they had other options too. So we spoke about 1 pound, 4.3 ounces. You know, that we spoke about, you know, the other puppies and stuff. So then, you know, we did talk about the others, and he's gonna pick for personality too, you know, after looks to see. I mean, hopefully this little girl will be perfect for him, you know, but we don't want to put his name exactly on her and it just not work out. So, but this is Miss White. Let's see what she thinks. She actually wants it, so she went towards it. So good job, Miss White. So that was a plus. All right, so up. Down. And on our back. I know, pretty girl. And on our front. We're gonna massage our feet. So I actually will start this litter with food earlier than, than our 4-week mark. And we do that to our larger litters a lot of times just because mom is having to give so much. I feel like they could be a little bit thicker, but they're not too bad. They're not skinny. And they're gaining, it's just slow go. All right, so this is Miss White, so let's go get Miss Red. Here is Miss Red, and she is not hard to pick out in the puppy pile for her tuxedo markings. So she is our one that is reserved already, for sure, for her. So she is not available. Let's get her weight really quick. She's also one of our bigger girls. 1 pound, 9.4 ounces. She's a cutie patootie. She's definitely different than the whole litter. Orange is all halfway there, but she is just stunning. So she's kind of pulling away, so we're gonna say that was a negative. Crazy girl. All right, so up. I know. Down. Okay. On our back. I hear you, pretty girl. On our tummy. She says, you don't talk about you're happy when you're warm and you're full, but I'm a little hungry. All right, rub them down. All right, so that is Miss Red. Puppies, my goodness. So I think in the following weeks, what we're gonna do is we're gonna break these videos into 2 videos. We have 6 girls and 6 boys. So I think what we're gonna do in the following ones, just because it's so long, especially with 12 puppies, my goodness. It's like this is only our 2nd video of doing like the one-on-ones, and it's like 12 puppies. So, but we are gonna break it down to where it's gonna be Katie and Finn's females, Katie and Finn's males, and then we'll go from there. But let me know if you have any interest in this litter, because we have it. We have availability. But if this is your first time here, don't forget to hit that subscribe link. Give us a thumbs up if you like what we're doing, and we'll see you next time. Bye.